Tonight, disgraced school resource deputy Scot Peterson has a lot more to say about what he claims happened during and immediately after the Parkland school shooting. Peterson has written a 14-page rebuttal to the MSD School Safety Commission's final report, insisting he did nothing wrong. CBS 4's Carrie Codd reports.
Months ago, disgraced former Broward Sheriff's Deputy Scot Peterson had a chance to testify before the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Public Safety Commission that investigated the Parkland shooting. He declined.
As you can tell, Mr. Peterson is not here. Mr. Peterson will not be testifying today.
But now Peterson is trying to change the narrative about his actions on the day 17 students, teachers, and staff were murdered at their school while he stood outside. Peterson is telling his story in this 14-page document sent to the commission. Peterson claims my law enforcement actions during the horrific school shooting on February 14, 2018 were consistent with my training and based on my real-time intelligence on the scene. He said his actions were in compliance with the Broward Sheriff's Office active shooter policy. Peterson criticized BSO, saying I was not given any information whatsoever by BSO Communications regarding the location or description of the shooter or that there were any victims inside the 1200 building. He also accused former Sheriff Scott Israel of blaming the shooting on him, saying he made me his personal and political scapegoat to take the onus off of himself and place the blame on me for the massacre at my school. Peterson alleges that he thought the shots were coming from outside, not inside the freshman building. But one of his first radio calls shows something else.
Possible shots fired, 1200 building.
Ryan Petty, whose daughter Elena died in the shooting, finds Peterson's claims implausible.
He knew exactly where the shots were coming from. That's why he took cover behind the pillar. I think it's irrefutable.
Max Schachter, whose son Alex was murdered, said Peterson got to the 1200 building in time to save lives on the third floor, but chose not to.
He heard all those other shots on the third floor, all those other kids getting shot and killed, and he did nothing.
Peterson said he didn't hide during the shooting, but that he took up a, quote, tactical position, unquote. He also said the commission got it wrong when they said he didn't call a code red. He says he did. Ryan Petty said Peterson lacked the bravery to testify before the commission and to confront a school shooter.
What was needed that day was real-time courage, and he demonstrated zero courage.
A few months ago, we reported that the lead BSO detective investigating the Parkland shooting felt it was unreasonable to believe that Peterson did not know where the shots were coming from that day. The detective told investigators that there were three reasons why. One, how loud the shots were. Two, how many people were screaming inside the building. And three, the fact that some of the rounds landed about 70 feet from where Peterson was standing. At BSO, Carrie Codd, CBS 4 News Tonight.